Hey everyone, it's Samantha and welcome to my week number 36 pregnancy update. We are officially down to 1 month. I can't believe we're getting down to the end, so it really could be anywhere from about 2 weeks from now to about 6 weeks from now, depending on when my baby girl arrives, so I'm super duper excited. So my husband and I found out some wonderful news this week. We found out his paternity leave benefits. His company just changed the way they do benefits, whereas before this year, dads could take time off, but it was unpaid time. They could take as long as they wanted pretty much. They just went off payroll, and so it was unpaid, but their job was still safe. That right there is still really good, you know? If you've got a good savings built up, that's really beneficial to be able to take some time off. So we weren't complaining with that. He was just going to plan on taking some vacation time, so it was paid time off, but he wasn't going to get as much time off as I was hoping. And we definitely didn't want to do unpaid vacation. We're really trying to save up money. We're trying to build up our savings. We're trying to build up our retirement. So taking some unpaid time off probably wouldn't hurt us in any way, but we wouldn't have as nice of a cushion. So we definitely didn't want to go that route. But they changed the rules this year, so he gets up to 8 weeks of paid paternity leave. So we are just overwhelmingly excited now that he gets such a great benefit. I knew his company had great benefits, but I didn't realize how great a benefits they had. So we're so excited about this. So my husband's gonna be able to be home for a while and help me out and get to bond with his little girl and not have to worry about taking time off or using up his vacation time. That was the most exciting thing that happened this week. So the last couple weeks I've been talking about some of my TMI issues, mostly relating to not being able to eat as much and constipation. Well, the stool softeners finally started working and I feel so much better. I can't believe the poop issue makes that big a difference. Honestly, I just thought everybody was going through the same kind of poop issues I was. I didn't realize my case was as extreme as it was, but the stool softeners have made so much difference. I feel more comfortable just all around. I'm able to eat more and I just feel better all around. So I'm so excited. So if you have any kind of issues, definitely try out the stool softeners, see if they help you. The bottle I have says take 1 to 3 each night. Taking 1, I didn't really notice much of a difference, but the second night I bumped it up to taking 2. I noticed a major difference in the way I feel, and I've been okay in that department ever since. So I take 2 a night, and it's made such a huge difference, and I cannot recommend it enough. I'm still having other symptoms, and I'm really swelling this week. I totally feel it. My rings are really tight on my fingers. I feel like my fingers are little sausage fingers now. I still can get my rings on and off, so I'm not going to take them off at this point yet, but they are getting tighter, and my ankles and my feet are super duper swollen. I tried on my workout shoes that I hadn't worn in a couple of months, and I had to just relace the whole things. They were so tight. I could barely squeeze my foot in them, and it hurt really bad to try to squeeze my foot in them. They are so much bigger now, so I didn't realize, because my other shoes are like slip-on shoes and they're not as constricting, so I didn't really notice how big my feet had gotten until I tried on these other shoes that were fitted really nicely to my feet. I'm definitely swollen. My feet are definitely bigger. That's been kind of annoying, and I have had some leg pains here and there. I have had some back pains here and there. Pretty much the same as last week, and I've had some hip pains now. It's just, I think I've been laying weird in the bed the last couple of nights because one of my hips kind of hurts a little bit. Just from where I was laying on it. So I wake up in the night with my hip hurting. I think I'm gonna have to like lay further down in the bed or further up in the bed and see if I can fix that a little bit. I have a midwife appointment this week and every week up until the baby's born now. So we're having weekly appointments from here on out, and that's pretty much all that's been going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop right to my list. I'm gonna go out with some girlfriends soon for lunch, so I've gotta kind of speed through this a little bit. We are 36 weeks along and baby is the size of a honeydew melon, so very large. Emotionally and overall, this week has felt so much better. Just being able to eat a little bit more makes so much of a difference. Before, I felt like I was starving all the time and it was so uncomfortable. And now I feel like I can eat almost as much as I want. I still am not able to eat quite as much as I want, but then again, like I'm a bottomless pit in my mind, so I really just want to eat everything in sight. I think about food way too much right now. It's like always on my mind. So symptoms I already talked about, still having raging heartburn, and I've been craving chocolate so much lately. I really tried not to splurge on it too much because it makes my heartburn so bad. It's just one of the worst heartburn triggers for me is chocolate. Moving into cravings, still definitely having the chocolate cravings, and I've been craving Mexican food so much. I've just been craving Mexican food pretty much non-stop, and that's where my friends and I are going today. We're gonna go have some Mexican food, and I cannot wait. I just want Mexican food all the time, or every meal, and even my snacks. Like, I want salsa as my snack. On my to-do list this week, I don't have anything. Weight gain, of course, you know, I've been eating this week, so I have gained a lot this week. I am at 192, and I know part of it's swelling, and I know it's partially because I'm eating a lot, and it's partially because baby's growing, so I'm totally happy with that. So I just knew it was inevitable. As soon as I started feeling good, I just knew I was going to gain weight. It's actually up 4 pounds from last week, so I do think the swelling is part of it, and that puts me at 35 pounds. So I'm right on track. I feel like that's an okay place to be when I have 4 weeks left. I'm still hopeful that I'll stay around 40 or under 40, hopefully. We'll see. I'm definitely glad to see me gaining a little weight this week because 4 weeks in a row of not gaining weight was a little bit troubling, even though the midwife said it was okay. So the best thing this week was finding out my husband gets paternity leave. We're really, really lucky about that, and I'm just overly excited about him being able to be home for so long with our baby. And there really was no worst thing this week, I guess, like the hip pain, because it wakes me up at night if I'm laying on my hip kind of weird. So that's been kind of annoying the last couple nights, but it's nothing I can't handle at this point. And then the helpful pregnancy tip and discovery is get your stool softeners. If you need them, just go ahead and get them. There's no use in waiting and being miserable. If you feel miserable in that department, get the stool softeners and try them out. Oh my goodness, it makes such a big difference. I just feel so much better just with that part under control. And that is it for this week, so let me go ahead and show you my belly. All right, so the dryer's on right there, so it's gonna be a little loud. But here is my 36-week belly. You can see that. Getting huge. And that's all I've got for you guys today. So like I keep saying the last few videos, if I feel like filming another update next week, I will. If not, you'll see the hiatus notice and you'll know I won't be filming until after the baby girl gets here. I already have a lot of videos scheduled for you guys for the upcoming weeks. So there will be stuff popping up even after you see the hiatus notice. But I just want to warn you guys that this might be the last update. I'll probably say this up until like 41 weeks, but just want you guys to know if you don't see an update next week, it's totally okay. I'll do my best to put up a hiatus notice when I feel like I don't want to update anymore. And that is it, so please be sure to subscribe so you can follow me along. We're getting down to the end. I cannot wait to meet my baby girl, and I cannot wait to introduce you guys to my baby girl. So be sure to subscribe so you can follow us along, and I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great start to your week. Bye!